Welcome, everyone. Welcome into Purple LunaRose Tarot and Astrology. Not too much astrology tonight, guys. We are going to do a quick energy check in with everyone. Several of you guys messaged me today, this morning, first thing, and we're all kind of feeling the shift in energy. So I thought it'd be a really good idea just to do a quick energy check in, and that way you guys can see. It's kind of happening to everyone, especially those of you that haven't crossed like what I would like to call the threshold yet. You may be feeling really challenged right now. So I think it'd be a good idea if we all discuss the energies and you can see that the bend is literally right around the corner. So I see Nama and Diana with us already. Rachel's with us. Oh, Rachel, I'm so glad you're with us. Rachel made me cry today, guys. Made me cry. But not because she was being mean to me, but because she has this beautiful voice. And I got to hear her sing today. Power of Love. I mean, what a coincidence. Rachel, I have pulled them back out and we will be using these for guidance today. All right, guys. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the energy that I've been feeling, and then that way you can kind of just follow along and see if that energy is resonating with you. I didn't share out a whole lot, guys. If you want to, go ahead. If you don't, I'm really just leaving it up to spirit at this point. The ones that are drawn in will be drawn in, and the ones that don't, hopefully they'll see the replay, right? All right. So, hi, Eliana. I love that all the original OGs are here, right? Natalie Brown on Facebook. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get rid of all the scammers. Give me just a minute. But yes, okay, so here's current energy for what I've been going through, and I'm going to say last 3 days, okay? With definitely a peak yesterday, right? And I would say the peak was right at midnight, so it would be right at the 23rd. I will say, guys, I went back and watched the Twin Flame Current Energy for July, and I also watched the All 12 Signs from last week. I do recommend that if you guys missed those videos, or even if you did watch them, that you go back and watch those readings again. I did post them again on Facebook with a little tag that says you can take it to the bank. And I'm definitely 100% serious about that. So go watch those if you missed them. Guys, don't forget, we are streaming on all three platforms. So I see Facebook and Twitch coming in. Danger Zone 15. Hello. Hi, David on Facebook. All right, guys. So I want to get to the energies really quickly. All right. So current energies. Last 3 days, this is me on my journey, right? I will talk about some of you guys and what messages you sent me this morning, but let's just talk about what I've experienced for the last 3 days. So remember, we have Venus retrograde. Venus retrograde for the next 40 days, 40 nights, right? That's seriously no joke either, right? Venus retrograde is going to be divine feminine energy. This is about us stepping into our power and holding it. Yeah, you heard me. That's the difference. Stepping into our power and holding it. So here's what's happening. As Venus goes retrograde, remember retrograde's opportunity to revisit that planet's energy. You are being asked by spirit if this is the journey that you want to be on. And what I'm going to say about this, guys, is if you heard me talking about the Schumann resonance a couple of weeks back, or I guess a few weeks back now, we talked about Mandela effects and whether your counterpart, reached final destination with you, right? If you guys remember that, let me know in the comments. But yeah, so with that energy, the ones that you are here together, you're going to be in here with me right now, and we're going to continue forward on the journey. I don't know if you guys remember back when I thought that I wasn't going to be able to move forward. I feel like Tim said it best. Tim McKee, I swear I'm going to quote him on this particular comment that he made for quite some time. That spirit just was not going to allow us to miss alignment. So that is definitely what's happening. And if you are in here with me and my messages pull at your heartstrings, then we're here and it's go time, right? So I'm just really excited. If you guys missed the PLR tribe meeting, we talked about where PLR was going next. So again, that's going to to be on YouTube and Facebook. Make sure to go check that out. All right. So with this Venus retrograde, remember I kept saying that we were going to drop things. I kept saying we were going to release things that were no longer serving our greater good. If anything was taking advantage of our kindness, our loyalty, our unconditional love, we were going to drop it, right? It couldn't take advantage of us, right? So it had to be left behind. And I talked about how that energy was not going to be allowed to move forward with us in this journey, right? So let me know, guys, do you guys feel that happening to you now? Because that's exactly where we are. Several of you guys have dropped things that you've held on to for a very long time. And again, whatever it is, it was no longer serving your greater good. So it could have been a person, again, long-term relationship. It could have been a job where maybe they didn't see your worth and you weren't getting paid what you needed at the time, right? It could have been even ourselves, guys. I want you to take that into consideration too, because I feel like a lot of times in this last few days, it was me. I was actually fighting myself. So start to look and see, are you blocking your own doorway? And you're asking, like, how do you do that? Well, you block your own doorway with the self-doubt, with the idea that you can't do something. When you don't take into consideration the many, many, many synchronicities that the universe has shown you about how powerful you are and what an amazing purpose you have here, when you don't take those things into consideration, well, it's you blocking that doorway, right? It's not anyone else telling you that you're not worthy. It's just yourself. So for a lot of us, and that's me included, guys. So I'm just saying, I'm not trying to like be mean or anything. A lot of us, it was us. Look at Rachel says, it's all me. Yes. And I think we're seeing that now, right? All right. So here's what's happened. This energy has definitely come to a boiling point, and then it boiled over. And what happened? Did we like burn alive? No, we didn't. We realized that everything that's been happening to us up until this point was meant to be. And it was meant to be to put us in the position that we are in now, right? And some of you are going to understand what I'm saying, like I know Rachel does, right? But some of you may not remember, guys. We all feel our energies. Some of us early, some of us when they say, and some of us after. But here with PLR, I feel like if you're following me, and again, my messages pull out your heartstrings, you most likely feel your energies early. And I do feel like there's purpose to that, right? Like we need to know what we're facing so that we can make proper decisions and implement the lessons that we've been learning. Right? So it's like we need to know the information. Pretty interesting to me that since I started PLR, I've always been a week ahead. I mean, I just think that what a coincidence, right? So yeah, so guys, Rachel, can you, if you want to, can you please put the, I don't know, your Instagram handle or whatever it is. I'm not sure if it's going to let you put links in the comments. But I'd like for you, if you want to give your information out for your Instagram. Guys, Rachel sings, if you haven't heard me say that yet, I can't even express to you. So when this energy came to a peak, well, magic happened, right? And all the things that we told ourselves wasn't going to happen, happened. So again, for those of you, it may not be here yet. You may not be feeling it yet. I mean, you're feeling it. You know it's coming, but you may not be seeing it just yet. Remember, 40 days, 40 nights, Venus retrograde. Some of us are feeling it early. Nama was the first one. Hi, Tracy. Nama was the first one to reach out to me this morning and say, there's this buildup and it's getting heavy. And let me tell you, I don't have the words to describe that feeling at that pinnacle point. You see what I'm saying? Like, all I can tell you is that my heart was beating fast. My nerves were just through the roof. It was definitely, am I doing the right thing? Am I not making the right choice? Am I, you know what I'm saying? Am I following the right sign? You see what I mean? It was definitely like the pinnacle point of that. And then every, I guess you could say, doubt or self-doubt that I had about myself or my own journey, within a, I would say, 3-hour period of time, was gone. Just like that. So I did reach out to a few of you this morning to let you know that I felt this shift and that I felt like this shift would kind of, look at that, 11 people on YouTube, but it's like this shift would continue to follow through. We're going to stick here now because, again, I'm going to go back to that Schumann's resonance. This is our stop, right? Namaste is here too. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. If you guys are feeling it, build up. Expect miracles. Just expect it. Stop doubting. Our doubt causes our self-confidence to be low. It causes our, what's that word, self-belief to be low, right? And we can't get very far. We have low vibrational energies when our self-belief is low, right? Hi, Sandra. So we want to raise the vibrational energies. That's our goal. So if you're not feeling what I'm talking about, if you're not seeing any magic, there's no miracles happening, everything's just boiling, 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 and you don't know what it is that you need to do, I'm going to show you this chart. And on this chart, it's going to show you your emotions there on the left side of your screen. I want you to pay attention to the lower frequencies on the right side where it says Dear Chaser, you're somewhere here. Your higher frequencies where it says Twin Flame Union is somewhere here. So super important, all right? So if you catch yourself in those lower vibrational energies like desire, fear, grief, apathy, guilt, shame, what do? Hi, Pooja. What do? You start to find acceptance, reason, love. I think I should say unconditional love, joy, peace, and you move into enlightenment. And that's how you're going to raise your energetic vibrations. Guys, I called this live stream Be Open to Receive. I got a message right before the shift happened that I felt like the energy shift, like when it changed over, I definitely got this message that if I didn't raise my energetic vibrations very quickly, then I would miss out on something I was supposed to receive. I want you to know that I did raise my energetic vibrations. I was able to receive it. And it's just that easy. And so I'm telling you, if you're feeling the buildup, if you're feeling the pressure, if you don't know exactly what it is you're supposed to do, focus on raising your energetic vibrations, and that is going to make you open to receive whatever is supposed to be coming at this time. And I'm just saying, if you're divine feminine on this journey with me, you're kicking ass. You're kicking ass and you're taking names. And we need to pat ourselves on the back, and we need to stop like struggling with the self-doubt, and the self-belief needs to be like through the roof. Anna, love you. Oh, on Facebook. Look, Anna's been with me since the very, very beginning. All right, so here's what I'm going to say, guys. When you are in this particular journey, remember we talk about free will all the time. Again, that's a whole other podcast, right? But when we're in this journey, we are following Spirit's will. It's for us to show the world unconditional love. That's what we're doing. So here's what I want you to know as these energies shift and as these things start to happen. It is going to be so very important that you stay in your divine feminine power. I didn't say energy, I said power. Okay? It's so important because here's what's happening, guys. Remember, I kept talking about that 7-year cycle and how it was over and we couldn't take the old karma into the new cycle. Okay, it's here. It's here now. So it's like if you take it to the new cycle, you're going to repeat a cycle. If you're tired of repeating the same cycle on this journey, you're going to have to make different choices. Okay, so that's going to be my advice. Venus retrograde, 40 days, 40 nights. Raise those energetic vibrations, be open to receive, and stay in your divine feminine power. We do have a small following of divine masculine. So if you are in the divine masculine energy and you resonate more with my divine masculine readings, this is going to be a little bit of a swap, I believe. And this is just my theory based on the astrology that I've been studying. I think the divine feminine broke away from the codependency, or at least is facing it head on. And I believe now it's the masculine's turn. All right, so that's it, guys. That's the current energies that I'm feeling. I hope you guys have been talking about it in the comments with each other. I want you guys to understand how important it is, because when we're feeling these pressures and these buildups, I exploded like 3 times yesterday. I couldn't maintain like 3 times. And I try, believe me. I know sometimes it doesn't look like it, but I'm telling you, I try to level out my roller coaster, right? And so when 3 times I can't do it, like that's some high energy, right? There's a lot going on, and I'm not really sure how to handle. I don't think we're necessarily supposed to control anything at this point. I think we're just supposed to have faith in our journey and continue following our purpose. All right, let's get to the energies. I love it. I love it. You guys are in there talking to each other. See, it's not just you guys, it's all of us. All right, so here's what I've done. I've pulled out Sacred Destiny Oracle for the main energies, for Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. And remember, this is going to be higher self. And then, of course, since Rachel, I hope you shared your information in the comments. Everybody, please go check out Rachel's Instagram. Listen to her sing the Power of Love that she sang today. If you don't cry, I mean, I just won't believe that you listened to it. But yeah, I cried, and then I went and tried to make Miss Tina cry. And I just want all of you guys to go listen to her sing that song, because yeah. But anyway, we're going to use Power of Love Activation Oracle for guidance. And then, of course, for Head, Heart, Higher Self, I am going to stick with the Romance Angel. All right. A little bit different, guys. I have pulled out, I love some, okay. I have pulled out the soulmate messages for our messages. So I know we haven't been using these in a minute. And we've been sticking to the OGs, but again, definitely a shift in energy. So we're going to pull those messages today. Guys, I don't know if I'm going to offer free readings or not. I guess we'll just see at the end. I feel like Spirit will let me know what I'm supposed to be doing. That's another thing I want to say. When the energy shift happens, it's like complete contact. When you're feeling like you're disconnected and you're not getting the messages, I feel like it's definitely a test. It's a test for you to like, trust your journey, trust your faith in your journey. You guys remember me talking about that? It's really, really important. And I think once you cross that, like that pinnacle point, I feel like I've been getting messages all day, every day. I mean, it's just been nonstop. Rachel says, it is in your stories. Yes. But what is did you put your, the Instagram name on there? I know I'm all calling you out, but I love you, Rachel. And you have such a beautiful voice. And I mean, you're just going to change. You're changing people's lives. Everyone should know. And I would almost bet you're going to get a few new followers after this live. All right, guys, let's get started. I'm not sure, Twitch. I'm not sure. I won't know until after the end. We are going to do I'm hearing a full current energy, so I'm not really sure. All right, I am going to start masculine energy first, as always. I'm nervous. I don't even know what that's about. All right, cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. Feminine energy and the flow. Yay. Everything is smooth sailing. I'm getting that that's going to be, so some of us know that, right? Like some of us have already experienced it, and then some of us are still kind of questioning, but you feel that something's coming your way because it's like the flow is coming quickly, right? All right, let's look at bridging energies. On that breaking trail, a breakthrough is at hand. Begin now is on the bottom, and it says take your first step. I do see, it does look like there's someone going on a journey. It does look like it is the male in the picture. So there's a male and a female, and clearly it looks like there's a home environment, and the male is leaving the home environment. So here's what I'm going to say. I do feel that feminines just went through this massive cleansing and purification. And it did have to do with codependency, being able to see our worth, and then being able to like not only step into our power, but stay in our power, right? And so I feel like it's kind of a little bit of a swap. That's what's happening. So here's what I'm going to say. Because these energies are so strong, a lot of you are experiencing things that may have you thinking that something else is happening. Remember, guys, the best way to focus your energies is to focus on your purpose and not the person, right? But I think that for many of you divine feminines, you're going to see your divine masculine go through the breakaway of codependency. Like that's what's coming next. All right, so let's pull some purple tarot to clarify. Nama says that sounds promising. If you can't tell by my voice, I can't even express to you. I got out of the shower today, guys. I was texting Miss Tina, and I told her, I was like, I swear I feel like myself again for, I don't know, the first time in I don't know how long. It was like one test after another, right? And it's like, oh, I definitely have this like I've turned the page feeling. All right, let's look at that masculine energy. Let's see what is being cleansed, purified. I love that it says purification activates vibrant life force. We have the Tower, so there is awe, shock, surprise, and Three of Pentacles. This could have something to do, it's teamwork. So I don't think that there's a Tower moment necessarily happening in the masculine energy. I mean, I guess it's very possible. It could be a work environment, definitely. And that could be what's cleansing. But I think there is this energy of like there was an obstacle and that obstacle was removed. Again, could be like a work energy with Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is the teamwork card. All right, in the flow for feminine, we have Two of Wands and we have Knight of Swords. Ooh. Here we go, guys. The live tarot. All right. Okay. So it's definitely very split. All right. So for those of you that feel like you've crossed the threshold, in other words, like you overcome something that for the last few weeks has caused you a lot of anxiety or a lot of like built up energies, right? You've already went through it. You already made the decision and you know what I'm saying? You like had self-confidence and you stayed in your power and you did all the things and you definitely most likely broke away from something that was stagnant, unhealthy, not serving your greater good, right? Knight of Swords. Okay, so but it's split. Like as soon as I laid it down, I feel it. So it's like for the ones that feel like you've crossed that threshold, for the ones that don't worry, it's coming. I promise you, everyone just feels the energies at different times. It's coming. But Two of Wands is now we have a very important decision to make. Now we have a very important decision to make. Knight of Swords could be, it could be about having courage to speak up, to say something. Swords are about communication. It could also be, the Knight of Swords is my clue card for breakaway or breakup. This could be divine feminine. I kind of made this statement today. It's like, I know that in the next probably several months, I'm going to have to be really focused on myself and my energies, and my journey. And I think that's why Spirit has like aligned us with the podcast and the things that we're coming to PLR, because I think we're going to slow down on the free readings, on the like all the extra things that we do, and we're just really going to get focused on the journey itself. I'm not saying I'm not going to do no more free readings, but I'm just saying I can tell that Spirit's definitely telling me that I've reached some like plateau, some level of something, and it's like now I need to put that focus here and I need to conserve my energies, right? So that's a message that's been coming to me really strongly. But I will say, when I get to do these, like when I heard that we're going to be able to do this live, like I didn't say anything to Nama this morning at first for a minute, right? Because it's almost like I need to get clearance or like make sure that it's time, right? I really am not trying, like I don't, right now, Divine Feminine, you really want to release control and just kind of let things fall where they're going to fall, right? But Two of Swords, again, if you feel like you've crossed that threshold, you overcame that thing that was holding you back, it's like now you have another important decision to make. But that important decision is going to bring a lot of freedom, a lot of clarity, a lot of understanding. For those of you that, again, you're not reached the threshold, there's still something holding you back. There's still something that you're holding on to, and you need to make the decision to release that thing. All right, let's look at the breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand, definitely. Remember, guys, bridging energy is going to be the current spiritual lesson that you're both currently learning at this time. All right, so we have Six of Wands. That's a massive victory, right? It's also about notoriety. It's like someone notices your work, the things that you've put in, everything you've given, everything you've done, right? It's that energy. And we have Two of Swords, so unstuck. Remember, Two of Swords is that energy where you feel like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. So it's like, that you have to break trail if you want to maybe accomplish something or get unstuck, right? Like stop doing the same thing over and over. You have to like, I don't like the breaking trail because that kind of makes me feel like we're detouring, right? And I talked about that the other day. I was like, every time I detour, I got to haul ass back and then realign, right? And it's such a pain in the butt. I think what's breaking trail is, instead of us like detouring and shiny object syndrome where we see something and we're like, oh, what journey? And then we go off. I think that energy is done. I think the breaking trail that's happening is we're breaking trail on the journey that our soul chose for this lifetime, where we just kept stopping because we didn't want to face it, and we kept detouring. So it's like now we're breaking that trail. And I just want to say, if you're feeling this with me, if you're feeling this energy, it's like, this is, what do they call it? Cycle breakers, right? It's like you're breaking a massive cycle, something that's been happening for generations and generations and generations, right? Ace of Swords is on the bottom. And I'm just going to say, I'm just going to stick to it because, I just believe it wholeheartedly, that this happens when you focus on your purpose, right? If you keep focusing on what the other person is doing, I don't know how to say this without sounding like kind of harsh, but it's like you're choosing to be stuck. And that's it. That's what I've done. If you want to know, like, how did you get unstuck? I didn't focus on the person. You know what I mean? I focused on the purpose. I told Miss Tina today, I was like, I don't know why I got all the answers and like everything was just like dumped in my lap. And it was like, here, you got to do it this way. Because I know that a lot of you guys have to learn like one thing at a time, and you have to like, it's a step-by-step process. And most of my journey is that way too. But I do feel like there's a lot of things that I was just told. And it was like, not only was I told it, but I was told in such a way that, one, I wouldn't forget it, but almost be in fear. I want to say, I know this doesn't sound right because as soon as I said the word fear, Spirit's like, yeah, no. It wasn't like Spirit was trying to scare me, but it was like, it was so in my face that it did scare me, right? And what it is it's about the purpose and not the person. All right, so let's do head, heart, higher self. And again, we're going to start masculine energy. All right, express your love comes out in headspace. It says, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And then attraction comes out in the heart space. It says you attract romantic love by enjoying the moment fully. It's definitely about being in the present. Guys, being in the present is going to be very important, especially the next 40 days, 40 nights. I know that we're revisiting, but you don't want to revisit and step out of your power. You see what I'm saying? All right. So we have religious factors coming out for masculine. It says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So this is masculine energy awakening, right? Understanding they're on this spiritual journey, understanding that there's something that they're supposed to be doing. And I do feel like this is going to be, I'm surprised we didn't see the codependency card, because I do feel like this is going to be this massive energy of breaking away from anything they thought they needed, right? Because the whole journey is about understanding that we have everything within us. All right, I'm going to pull Llewellyn Tarot out for masculine energy. You guys still with me over there? Are you nervous? I have to say, I'm slightly nervous, but more excited, I would say. All right, so in the headspace, express your love. Go ahead, make romantic gesture. This is about planting seeds. 7 of Pentacles is here. It is the card that says you're almost there. Because remember, I always talk about how 8 of Pentacles is the you're almost there card. And it always shows like the pentacles lined up. It goes all the way to the top of the card usually. And the goal is 10 Pentacles. So 7 of Pentacles coming out is like you're almost to something. And the energy is about making a romantic gesture. So it's like it's almost time to make this gesture, right? All right, so attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying the moment fully. I do feel like that is going to be about being present. Queen of Pentacles, this could be about finding resources, learning how to become your own resource, definitely. And it could also have something to do a lot of times with Queen of Pentacles, I pick up third-party energies or like karmic energies, but I'm really not picking that up this time. I do feel like this is going to be about becoming your own resource. All right, so religious factors, your love life is being influenced by your spiritual path. I mean, most definitely. And we have the Empress coming out, so big confirmation with the Empress. The Empress, of course, in tarot is considered the divine feminine clue card in this journey, right? I like to use the Queen of Cups myself because the Queen of Cups is unconditional love. But I will say this. Are you guys ready? Something's changing. I can see now in my own journey why the Empress is the better clue card for divine feminine than the Queen of Cups. When I first started this journey, I knew that it was about unconditional love, and that was my main focus. But now that I understand not the entirety, right? We're never going to be done learning about this journey. But it's like now that I understand the main purpose or like the main idea or theme of what I'm supposed to be doing, it's like now I do want to be in that Empress energy. In fact, I need all of those energies that she encompasses to be able to break free from things that don't serve me and be able to step up into roles that I'm supposed to be leading in, right? So I find it interesting that this comes out for higher self when we're looking at the masculine energy. I feel like it's just an expression here of how much divine feminine is assisting the masculine. Guys, I say this all the time. I tell you guys, like, focus on your path and your journey, and I promise you, the person that is on this path with you, on this journey with you, it just automatically assists them. I've seen people on this journey go from just complete disbelief in anything that is good or spiritual or enlightening to like full-heartedly believing, praying, manifesting, right? So it's like this journey changes you in ways that no one, I don't think, ever sees coming, whether you're masculine energy or feminine energy, right? And again, I do feel for masculine, again, that's going to be the codependency. So guys, if you went through the codependency lessons and you feel like you're implementing them, or you've been forced to implement them for some of us, right? Then you would understand the energy that the masculine energy is going through right now. So when I say send your counterpart unconditional love, and you are feeling like you need to take an action, that is definitely going to be the action, right? All right, so let's go over divine feminine. And let's start in the headspace. So stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. That's been huge for all divine feminine, I feel like. And again, that's going to be that energy of the self-belief. We're breaking away from that self-doubt. We're breaking away from the idea that we don't have power, or we can't do anything, or we're just victims on this roller coaster, right? We're breaking away from all of that. All right, so I feel like divine masculine, this is, I mean, I'm clearly seeing this energy shift where it's like divine feminine went through it, already done it, and it's like now it's kind of their turn, right? All right, playfulness comes out. It says, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. I can't express to you how important this is. Especially for those of you that resonate with divine feminine energy. Again, I'm going to say it again. It's really important that you see the worth of your divine feminine energy, that you feel empowered by your divine feminine energy, but that you choose to stay in divine feminine energy. All right, let's look at higher self lesson. Higher self lesson. The codependency comes out. Oh my goodness. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. I totally expected to see this here, but we see it in feminine energy. But I'm just saying, do you see a little bit of the swap here? A little bit of like, oh, I've been working on that, and now this side is going to be working on that, right? All right, so let's pull some tarot. I'm very curious to see what's going on in higher self for feminine. All right, stay optimistic. It's definitely very true. Stay positive, stay open to receive. All right, so we have Ace of Cups, trust your intuition. I got so many like confirmations about my own intuition in a very short period of time. Some of you are going to receive those in many different ways. I mean, it could be like downloads. It could be something someone tells you. It could be something you see, something you read. But I feel like there's these big confirmations about trusting your intuition. All right, let's look at playfulness in the heart space. Again, I do feel like this is about staying in your power, but also there's this energy of like we've been fighting really hard, right? And it's like this energy of we've had to learn to stand on our own. That's the codependency that we're I feel like wrapping up. But it's like now we can kind of lighten the energy. You see what I'm saying? Like now it doesn't have to feel so heavy. You've crossed like a major threshold here. This is definitely a new start to a new cycle. All right, playfulness. So I have the High Priestess coming out. Look how she's flying between the two towers. The High Priestess is my absolute favorite tarot card. The reason it's my favorite tarot card is because when I started this journey, I had so many questions. So many questions, right? I didn't understand why any of this was happening. All right, so the High Priestess, she's the one that I say she sits at the veil and she has all the knowledge. It's like Spirit moves the curtain and says, hey, this is why this is happening, or this is why you're experiencing this thing, right? So it's like she doesn't have that distraught nature of the, oh my goodness, why is this happening to me? She knows, and she's confident in her journey. This is higher self. And I just want to say, it's like you've gotten this confirmation. You know, at this point, you know that you have this energy. You can create with this energy, and you have power in this energy, right? All right, let's look at that codependency, because I'm super interested. I'm totally going to put the cards on the camera to see what is going on with codependency. Look at that. I love it. Thank you, Spirit. Big confirmation. At first, I thought Spirit was calling me a liar, right? Because I was like, we've done that. We've done that. Why is it coming out? And we did do that. Look, our ships are coming in. It's time to move on to the next thing. We have broken away from the codependency. We are standing on our own two legs, like right now, right? All right. So 3 of Wands. It is hope for your future, but I just want to say it is the ships coming in. Have divine feminine, expect something. I feel like this is higher self saying you've done the work and you need to be in that open to receive energy. Expect it to come in. Again, I usually use the Gilded Tarot for masculine energy, but I decided to use it for feminine energy. And I'm so glad that I did, because look at his cloak. See how his cloak is wet? The ships are so close that his cloak is wet from the ocean water splashing up on the dock. You see what I'm saying? Normally in Rider Waite, the 3 of Wands is like that card where the man's sitting up on the hill and the ocean is like this desert orange ocean. And there's like these 3 black dots like really far away, and it's supposed to be, hey, your ships are coming. You know what I mean? But it's like, are they really? Gilded Tarot, Divine Feminine, it's here. Expect it. Expect it. All right. I'm going to pull some soulmate love messages. Let's do 3 and 3. Let's do 3 from Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine, and then we'll do 3 from Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine. All right, you are so damn beautiful that I freeze in your presence in fear, making a fool of myself. I love you comes out. Sometimes when I'm busy, I pause to think of you, and it's like a breath of fresh air. I love that. Guys, how many of you guys have been doing breathing work? How many of you Divine Feminines have been doing breathing work? Let me know in the comments. All of us. And if you haven't checked it out yet, I feel like we should be, right? All right, let's do 3 from Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine. So I have wow. So this is what real love feels like. Whenever I see flowers, I think of you. Oh my gosh. That's a big confirmation from Spirit to me. And I daydream of our future together. Again, Divine Feminine, stay focused on your purpose. All right, let's pull some Power of Love activation. Guys, I love this because when I was reading, did the last energy reading, we used Power of Love activation. And then today, Rachel sang her song, Power of Love. I'm just saying, coincidence? I think not. All right, guys, let's see. So I'm asking spirit guides, angels, ancestors, what is the guidance that we need at this time? Thank you. All right, so tolerance is here. Okay, so I'm going to say it one more time. Guys, you are the light. You're the light, Pooja. You're the light, Nama. You're the light, Rachel. You're the light. So what's the opposite of light? Dark, right? You're going to still feel tested. It's not going to stop. The universe doesn't just all of a sudden stop spinning and trouble stop happening. But now you're in your power. Now this isn't about tolerating anything. Now this is just about pushing through, because you have all the mental support that you need when you no longer are struggling with that self-doubt, right? So tolerance is definitely going to give me this energy that we're still going to have to push through. It doesn't mean that the energy, like the ride is over and everything's done and hurrah, right? No, there's still work to be done. And I feel like for masculine, the cleansing waters, I mean, that's a pretty big sign that this energy is fixing to go through a pretty massive purification. I'm still going through my purification. So I'm just saying, this is not like it's not small energy. It's pretty intense. All right, so the tolerance card says you appreciate other points of view because you sense the love in everyone. Guys, I want to say something about that too. Remember, everyone has purpose, regardless of what relationship you're thinking about, talking about, in, not in, whatever. If it's a twin, it's a soulmate, it's a karmic, it doesn't matter. None of them are bad. I know some of you fell out of your chair, right? But it's true. None of them are bad. They're all here to make us who we're supposed to be, to get our soul in place to lead the path that it's supposed to be leading, right? So I just want to say, make sure that you're sending unconditional love to everyone, everything. All right, let's pull a couple more. I definitely feel a little karmic energy with the tolerance card. Trust is coming out. You have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice. Have faith in your intuition. That's huge, guys. I told you it's going to be so important that you're trusting your intuition. The self-doubt time, the lack of self-belief, it's over. It's done. You have to start seeing all the signs that Spirit is sending you. I mean, they're massive, right? At this point, I mean, all the 11s and the 333s and the names and the places. And I mean, come on, right? And for some of you, it's physical things that you're able to hold in your hand. And I mean, I'm just saying, if that's you, it's life-changing, right? Unity is here. I mean, surprise. It says you understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. I feel like that is really big. That's what we're doing. That's our entire purpose, right? And last one, harmony. I love it. You are able to feel a loving, balanced connection with everything. That's going to be the clue. Divine feminine, I mean, divine masculine too. It doesn't matter. Balance. Find the balance. Don't overdo anything. Don't underdo anything. Find the balance. All right, guys, I am going to leave it there. And I hear that we are finished. Don't forget, guys, I will be back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, we're normally on Twitch, but since the energy is such a high peak, I think we'll go ahead and multi-stream on all 3 platforms. We're going to talk about a little bit about the astrology that's coming in. Again, I want to talk about those hot dates so we can get our calendar circled and be prepared for that energy, right? Tuesday night, guys. Tuesday night is going to be the night to come back, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And I will be offering free readings Tuesday night. I love you guys so much. Thank you for always coming in here. Your support means so much to me. I am always sending each and every one of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.